Hello, I'm Tim. This is my playthrough of Silent War 2.0, Short Campaign 3, Hold the Line. Got the initial Dutch submarines set up in their starting areas. A couple of them over in the repair box 2 in Surabaya. I've already rolled for their repair roll. They both failed the roll, so they stay in that box. So just moving on to prep for operations phase. Got everybody up in the operating area. So let's start here. So according to the scenario instructions, the submarine in the Java Sea can't use patrol movement, so basically have to search there, and only TF results, task force results, are used. So let's see what we get. I'll be rolling 2 dice at once. The black number will be for the search and contact roll, and then the white die will be, if we get a result, will be what we look at on the for what we actually found. All right, so here we go, starting in with K14 in the Java Sea. Oh wow, that's a big one, 9-9. So we're on war period 1, so we're looking at red, which is high density, and 9 obviously is going to be a task force. So on our engagement table, we're in war period 1, so high density task force, we get 2 from Cup A, 3 from Cup B, 3 from Cup C, and 4 from Cup D. So I'll go ahead and pull those and get them on the display. All right, so this is what we ended up getting. We got one of the no solution too far for one of the pulls on column C. So put that back. So we got to decide where we want our sub to set up. Tactical rating is 3, so we're going to be flipping 3. So I think I'll start in column A, so we can only flip red balls. We'll do standard posture. So we're flipping 3 over. Let's see what we got here. Got a little 1-ton merchant, another 1-ton merchant, and a combat event. All right, so let's see what our event is. Got the chart printed out here separately, so I don't have to keep opening the rule book for it. We got an 8, which is counterattack. That's not good. Escort detects the submarine making its approach and hold it down. Resolve as per combat event 7, except the submarine cannot make an attack. So basically I'm getting counterattacked, but no attack round. All right, well, fortunately, we've got no ASW value on any of the revealed ships, so there is no counterattack. This will go back in Cup B. And on to the reattack round. So I believe I'll stay in column A. That way I only have to flip those 2 ships in column B, because they look like they could be trouble. So let's go ahead and flip them over. Yep, we got an aircraft. Oh, that one's not though. 8-ton oiler. Probably not likely to get a good shot on that though. All right, so, oh, and I should have stated for the reattack round, I'll still be doing normal posture. So we get to reveal or select 3 TDC markers equal to our tactical rating. We'll put those in place here. And we'll choose the 3 ships, obviously. You cannot choose an aircraft for a TDC marker. Alright, so once those are placed, we flip them all over. That's a +1, not great. All of them will get a -1 to them since it's the re-attack round. Those are both zeros. See if we get something better over here. Ooh, maybe we will have a shot at it. Alright, so we're only at 4 though, and the torpedo value for this scenario is -1. So we're only looking at 3 attack. If we did go for the oiler, that would be 4 on the defense, but then -3 for the TDC, so that's only a 1, but then we got 2 ASW from the aircraft contributing, +1 for being in an adjacent column. So I think that adds up to 4. So we don't have a shot on the oiler. Let's see if we can make a shot on one of these. They're both identical, so we're looking at, again, 3 attack with the -1 for the torpedo value. We've got 2 defense, but then that's a 0 TDC because of the re-attack round, and 2 from the aircraft. So again, defense, total defense of 4. With my 3 attack, I've got no shot. And even though I can't take a shot, since it's the re-attack round, there's automatically counterattack. So for the counterattack, we're going to have 2 from the aircraft. We're in War Period 1. That's not contributing anything to the ASW value. Our operating area, however, in the Java C here, has 3 red boxes for War Period 1, so that's going to add another 3. So we're looking at a counterattack value of 5 minus the 2 defense on the submarine is a 3, but we're operating in shallow waters, so that has an effect as well. So we have to subtract 1 from our defense value. So we've really only got a defense of 1 against an ASW value of 5. So we're going to be on the 3 to 4 row right here. We do have a +1 DRM for it being a re-attack round. So again, I'll roll 2 dice in case we get one of the results that requires an additional roll. The black will be for the first roll, and run the 3 to 4 row. Ooh, that's not good. We got a 7. The +1 is an 8, so that's a damage result. So our sub is damaged. It'll be tougher to pass our endurance check with that. And we can go ahead and clean this up. Let's go back in A, B, C, and column D. All right, so we go back to the operating area. Now we have to do an endurance check. We are rated C. If you look at the endurance table here, our torpedo value is -1, so we're on that second row. We're a C rating, so we're looking at a 3. or less that we need, but we're damaged, so we have to add +1 to our die roll. So basically we need a, sorry, we're on 4, 3. So we need 2 or less to be able to stick around. We got a 1. We can stick around. So move him down to the done box. Then we've got, actually we don't get to stick around. I just remembered. Must RTB to Surabaya in the transit movement phase of the first turn. Yeah, so we get an RTB marker on us. And I'm not sure. Typically, once you get marked RTB, you would perform the RTB on the next turn. But this actually says we RTB in the transit movement phase of the first turn, so that must override the normal rule. So we'll go ahead and flip to transit side. Check something here. Yep. Do all of that. Patrol movement, search and contact, and transit movement for each sub individually. So we will go ahead and transit move back to Surabaya, which is in this op area, so it doesn't actually require any movement. If it did, we're allowed to move. Our speed is 3, so we can move up to 3 areas at a time. So we'll just go back to Surabaya, and since we're damaged, we have to roll to see what kind of damage was done to us, how bad it is. Now we got a 0, so it's just superficial damage. We just go straight to the broom box. All right, that's it for the first sub. Next, move on to the 2 that are operating in the Macassar Strait. Again, there's a special rule for them. No patrol movement, only TF results. They must remain there until spotted, damaged, sunk, or an RTB result through combat or endurance check. So they basically get to stay there until one of those things happens to them. So we'll go ahead and do the K-16 there first. So search and contact, again, black will be the first roll. So we got a 4, which for war period 1, we use the connecting op areas chart. 4 is going to be, what is that, moderate density. And I believe 8 is a task force result for war period 1, so we do get to use that. So we got a moderate density task force this time, which by the engagement table is going to be 2, 2, 3, and 4 from the cups. So I'll get those pulled and set up. We got a few of those pesky no solution markers this time. One from column C. What's it say? Sea mist. And a couple of them in column D we weren't able to get a solution on. A sea swell for one of them. And this one zigged away. Slide these back up. All right. This sub also has a tactical rating of 3. I think we'll set up in column A again. So we can flip these 3 red balls. Normal attack posture. Oh, we got an 11-ton. What was that? Personnel carrier, I think, or something like that. AP. 2-ton merchant. 2,000-ton, actually. And a 1,000-ton merchant. All right. No surprises this time, at least. So we'll get our 3 TDC markers. Put on those. And we'll flip them. See what we get, a +1 for that one, so that's probably not gonna fly. Another +1. And a +3, oh my. We may have a shot on that 2,000-tonner, let's see. So again, attack value of 4, but -1 for the torpedo level. So we got 3 attack. We're going up against 1 defense with a +1 TDC. So we do have a shot. We don't have a shot on the 11,000-tonner. And definitely not on the one in the other column. So we've got, again, that's 3 attack against 2 defense. So we need to roll a 1 or less. Again, black die will be the to hit roll. The white die, if we do get a hit, will be the roll for the damage table. Oh, we actually did it. We got a 0 and a 6, which will probably be enough to sink it. That's a 2,000-ton. So if we look over here at the attack results, we'll be on the first row because it's 2,000 tons. We have the only modifier is the torpedo value, so it's a -1. We rolled a 6, which goes down to a 5, but that's still a sunk result. We've got our first sunk ship, 2,000-ton merchant. So we'll record that up here as 2,000 tons, 1 ship. And he'll go back in the cup. All right. Again, there's no revealed ASW values on any of the ships, so we don't have to worry about a counterattack. We can re-attack. I really want to try to get that 11,000-ton ship there. I'm going to stay in column A. And you know what? Let's be aggressive this time. So this is one of the new things that got added. You can choose an attack posture for each of your attack rounds. And what the aggressive does for us is we have to reveal 1 more ship than the tactical rating of our sub, but that's not going to be an issue because we can only reveal 1 anyway. All of our TDCs will have 1 subtracted from them, and we get a -1 DRM to the 2 hit die roll. So effectively, you get to subtract 2 from your dice for your hit roll. And that does, unlike with the -1 that you get to the TDC markers for a re-attack round, which cannot take a -3 down to a -4. This modifier for the aggressive stance or posture can take it below that -3 value. So say we pull a -3, we don't get to make it a -4 because it's a re-attack round, but we will get to make it a -4 because it's because of our aggressive attack posture. All right, so let's get we have to reveal this one ship. Hopefully it's not really, oh it is, but it's only a 1, that's not bad. So we've got a destroyer, 2-ton destroyer, but only 1 for the ASW value. All right, so let's get our TDC markers. Oops. I glanced at it briefly, it was a negative, so hopefully it'll be a good one. Let's just go that way and that way. All right, what do we got? Ooh, perfect. It's a -2. It's the best result we could have got. -2 or -3 would have been the same. All right, so that -2 is actually a -3 because of the re-attack round, and it's actually a -4 because we're also in aggressive posture. So we've got our 3 attack rating. The -4 on the TDC is going to completely wipe out the ship's defense value, so that's a 0. And then we've just got the 1 revealed ASW value on ships. So we're looking at a 3 -1. So we need a 2 or less, but because we're aggressive posture, we get a -1 to this roll. So the black die, base 3 or less basically will be a hit. Come on. Oh, too bad. The 5 might not have been enough to sink it anyway. Let's see, just for kicks. So with an 11,000 ton, we'd be on that 10 to 17 row. A 5 with our -1 torpedo value would have just damaged it. So even if it would have hit, we would have just damaged it. So close. So yeah, that'll be it for that. Then we've got the counterattack from the destroyer. So again, a revealed ASW value of 1, adding the 0 for the war period level, and then 3 for the red boxes in the operating areas chart. Makes it a 4. So we're on the 3 to 4 row. Again, black die will be the first die roll. Oh, sorry. Minus our 2 defense. So we're actually on the 1 to 2 row. However, it is the re-attack round, so we get a +1 for that, and we're aggressive attack posture, so we get a +1 for that. So aggressive attack, you get better odds on your attacks, but you're also more likely to get a bad result from a counterattack since you're exposing yourself more. All right, here we go. Oh, we rolled a 7. That's going to be bad. +2 makes it a 9. Fortunately, it's only damaged. So we're damaged, and because of the special rules for the scenario, once we're damaged, we have to come back. This one does not say that we RTB in the first turn, so I assume this will follow the normal rules where we get the RTB marker, but we won't actually conduct transit movement until the next turn. So we flip back to our transit side though. Next turn we will have to go back to base. All right, I'll do some cleanup here and then we'll be back for K15. All right, so we've got the search and contact for K15. Again, only task force results can be used. Got a 7, which is going to be, oops, wrong one, high density. However, the 3 is only going to be a large convoy, so don't get to use that result. So we just go straight to the endurance check. Since we encountered no enemy contacts, we do get a -1 to the roll. We are a C rating, torpedo level of -1. So we need a 3 or less, but we get a -1. So basically a 4 or less. And we got a 0. So we get to stay around. So we'll move him. It's not really a done area on the SMZs, but put him underneath him to show that they're done. All right, so that concludes the operations segment of the first turn. End turn segment. We didn't have any weather since we skipped the strategic segment for the first turn of the scenario. And there is no war progress check for this scenario either. It'll be war period 1 for the whole scenario. And so I think that concludes turn 1. So we will wrap it there for this video, and we'll be back for week number 3, which is actually the second turn of the scenario. The scenario started in week 2, December 1941, and it goes until either the end of May 1942 or when the fall of Dutch East Indies event occurs. So it could potentially take up to 23 turns, but we'll see. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.